Yo, welcome back to the channel, guys. Oh, man. Where do I start, man? I'm not gonna lie. This week was, well, you're seeing this probably gonna be up on, this video is gonna be up on Monday. So last week was absolutely terrible, guys. Oh, man, it was terrible. My performance across the board has, reduced. It's just horrible. And on top of that, guys, I made my mortgage payment and another payment. But you ever pay that bill and then the money doesn't come out instantly? It comes out like a couple days after. I made my mortgage payment. That's kind of what happens. That's how it usually goes. And then a random item took some money from my bank account, reduced the amount that was supposed to be for my mortgage payment. It made the payment, so I thought I was fine, but then it reversed the payment, guys. And so now the payment for last month, or well, this month, never went through, guys. So and guys, now I have to do it again on the first. But that's not the big problem. The problem is, usually when that type of thing happens, they stop you from being able to make the payment the same way as you used to do, and they make it more difficult for you to make your payments to avoid that happening again, guys. The last time when I used to do that with my old car, after that kind of thing happened, they required me to come into the place and make the payments using a money order, guys. And so if I have to mail my payments from here on out, that's going to be a massive disaster, guys. So I really, 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 really am disappointed that I allowed myself to make this mistake again, guys. So if you're watching this, make sure you recognize when you got auto pay on, and you keep track of your finances, bro. It's really important to keep track of your finances, man. Like, I can't stress this enough, man. As I'm, entering, and well, I'm not gonna say entering adulthood. I'm 25, but as I'm starting to learn more and more, a lot of this stuff is it's important to keep up with, and it's really a pain in the ass, guys. It's really a pain in the ass. I used to want to have like massive mansion and a bunch of cars and a bunch of stuff. But now that I've had experience with, some stuff, it's kind of just like, I just want as little bills as possible, guys. As little bills as possible, and I can just live my life and not have to worry about it, guys. That's really, I feel like that's what makes somebody like super rich. But at the same time, for that to only, a little bills is relative, right? It's relative. $5 grand in bills could be very small to somebody who's making, 50 grand a month. You know what I mean? And it could be a lot to somebody who's making 6 grand a month. You know what I mean? So it's kind of relative. It kind of just, it doesn't matter. I guess it just always just make more money, guys. I think that's just the answer. At always times, just make a lot more money than you just spend. It doesn't even matter the amount. It's just relative, guys. What else? I did have something else I wanted to talk about, guys. The condolences to the guy's family who was murdered in Minneapolis. Again, guys, what a surprise, right? ICE caught another body, guys, over the past week. And this one is even more clearer than the last one, guys. This one was absolutely disgusting because it was actually 6 people beating up one guy as he was trying to protect a woman. He got maced. He was down bad, on his knees, couldn't see. An officer actually took his firearm off of him, discharged it accidentally, and spooked all the rest of the ICE agents, and they wind up shooting him unarmed in his back as he was on his hands and knees looking down, guys. So this was absolutely brutal. There's no way around this. And no surprise that the administration paints this guy as an assassin. So the last lady was a domestic terrorist, and this guy here is an assassin. And man, oh man, it's just, what is the world coming to, guys? What is the world coming to? I mean, I have no words to describe the tomfoolery that's going on right now. And you know what it is? I think I'm pretty sure that pretty much no real actual person is gonna side with these guys when they're making these statements, unless they're just diehard Trump administration fans or diehard Republicans or whatever you guys want to call it. I'm not diehard anything. I'm for right, and when right is right, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. That's pretty much it. I'm not blue. I'm not red. I'm not. It's kind of like a gang. When you think about it, they want to get all these gangs off the streets, but the Republican and the Democrats, it's a gang, guys. It's blue and red, blood and Crip, guys. These guys are Bloods and Crips, guys. These guys are going against each other. And honestly, it kind of feels like they're going against each other is just a facade, that they're really just together. And, but that's going conspiracy, guys. That's going wild. I'm not going to go wild. I'm going to keep it real. They slayed that guy in the street for no reason. That was just definitely not justified. And, it's crazy because it was immediately after a massive protest, guys. Have you seen the protest? Did you see how many people was out in the streets, guys? Oh my gosh, it looked like millions of people that was out in the streets protesting all throughout the United States, but especially in Minneapolis. And then a day after that massive protest, another one down. Another one bites the dust, guys. It killed another innocent person. And, oh man, like what do we do at this point? It kind of feels like all our constitutional rights is kind of being stripped away from us, and it's like we've been living so comfortable for so long that it's kind of like, shout out to the people who showed up for the protest to stand up, but guys, at this point, the peaceful protest we just seen, it means nothing, guys. Let's just keep it real, guys. The peaceful protest, it means absolutely nothing, guys. Now, I'm not going to sit here on my high horse like I'm doing much more. You guys are doing absolutely way more than me by even showing up in the first place. I didn't protest worth a damn. I've never been to a protest in my damn life. So you guys are 100% doing way more than me. But just from the outsider's perspective, seeing that you guys did do a massive protest the day prior for another killing to happen the day immediately after, the morning immediately after, it goes to show that, man, it's going to need a lot more than peaceful protesting and a strike, guys. It's going to need a lot more. Now, I'm not saying resort to violence here, but I am going to say they are resorting to violence, guys. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say they are resorting to violence. Now, I'm not inciting a riot here. I'm not saying go out there and be violent. You do what you do. You with your rights and what you're willing to risk. But, I would not be mad if the world started reacting kind of the same way they're treating us, guys. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to kind of see where we came from as a country. When I was growing up on the islands, I looked up to America. Well, I moved from America to the islands, and I always looked at America as better than everywhere else, better than, where my friends were from, better than where we were living, better than everything. America was the land of the free. It was great. Everything was fun. You got all the latest technology. You got Walmart. Oh, you got McDonald's. Like, you just, all the toys. It's all these things you can get in America. America was the greatest thing in the world to me when I was younger, guys. But as I've gotten older, I've started to realize that it's not so great. It's not so great. And a lot of these places that I was shitting on when I was younger is actually better. It's better. And no, they don't have the latest technology. The island that I was living on, the island of Tobago, sister island of Trinidad, no, they didn't have the latest technology. No, they didn't get the latest music updates. They probably do now because we're in a much different time where, we have smartphones and stuff. When I was living there, we didn't have smartphones. So the news and information traveled much slower. But now, yeah, we still don't have the greatest technology. We don't have the greatest cars. We don't have the coolest buildings. We don't have the cleanest environment. But what we do have is a sense of community. And And I think that's probably one of the most important things you can have. And the division that's going on in this country, I mean, it's probably so hard to keep a sense of community in a country this big. But the division that they are promoting for us to be on, like the division of the parties, division of the people, division upon race, they're just trying to divide us every which way we look, guys. And I'm seeing directly through it. I'm seeing directly through it, and it's kind of sad to see people fall for it. You know, people picking a side on which race they which race they don't like, and which, because of who they are. And I mean, you even got black people just sitting here straight up saying all blacks are dumb. It's actually kind of sad. And we got people who, Republican or Democrat, we can't be cool because we got, it's just ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous, and we're due for a change. We're due for a change. I was actually gonna watch a video today, but I'm sorry, guys. I really don't want to watch a video today. I'm just gonna post this as it is, and you guys can drop your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think, about what's going on in America today, and your whole take on the Minneapolis situation and everything. That's just, oh man, we could watch the video of the slaying of the guy, but I'm gonna just leave it up to you guys whether you want to go and see that or not. You can just look it up. The ICE killing Alex, I think his name is Alex Preddy. I'm not sure 100%, guys, so don't quote me on that. But just look it up, guys. You'll see it. It's everywhere. And then you can drop your thoughts down below in the comment section, or just, you don't even want to talk about that, just let me know, guys, how you feel about the current state of the United States, if you're from the United States, or even if you're an outsider, what's the media telling you on your side about the United States, guys. Once again, I appreciate you guys pulling up and hanging out with me today, and tapping into the channel. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment down below, hit the subscribe button as well. We're on the road to 100 subs. Once we get to 100 subs, we're going to do a $50 giveaway. We out.